Got those steals early, but the sexy dishes were awesome. Like,
yeah.
he just had, him and Jaylen have this chemistry right now. And again, a lot of it is they're playing a ton of minutes together, and Jaylen's so good that he's getting it. But Marcus is able to create for others. Little bounce pass, left-handed, behind the back, through two players to get to Tice. Still crafty getting to the rim, and then being able to, like, attack and transition. You know, Marcus has these moments, like, everyone gets worked up when that shot total goes high, and understandably so. This was one of those nights where he could balance it and be, you know, find the right spots.
I mean, his bread is buttered on the defensive end, and he shined there as well.
Yeah, and like I think you got to look at is Colin Sexton, first game under 20 points this season. They really seemed to frustrate him early. I mean, poor Kemba taking an elbow for his troubles there. But Marcus is just, you know, one of those nights where one of the telltale signs of a good night for Marcus is obviously his steals. And he's had those hands in the cookie jar all night long. 12
points, 9 assists, 5 steals. That is a Marcus Smart game if I've ever...
Yeah, like if you showed me that line before the game, I'd be like, they're winning this game.
No question.
Right?
Love it. Yeah. And you'd probably say, I bet he wears a robe to his post-game press conference.
I mean, I would probably say that even if he didn't have 12, 9, and 5.
Let's take a look.
At the end of this game in the fourth quarter when it was decided, you were hanging over the side of that table on the bench and you're calling out defensive, you know, positioning and all of that. What does it mean to you to be doing that in that position in a blowout garbage time where, you know, most people would maybe expect you to just kind of kick back and relax and enjoy the end of the game?
Well, you know, those guys that are out there playing late because of the blowout, you know, they work just as hard as, you know, those starters and the guys who actually play a lot of minutes. So, you know, for them to be out there and have that time to actually get out there, get in their groove and play, you know, I just wanted to show them in the game respect by, you know, doing my job as helping those guys, coaching those guys and helping those guys out to really get going. Because if we have something like we did, you know, where we missing guys, 6 or 7 guys because of whatever reason, you know, this time it was because of COVID-19 protocol. You know, those are the guys that are going to be stepping into those positions, and we need every last one of those guys to have the confidence and the understanding to go out there and play and know where they're supposed to be at every position on both ends, offensively and defensively. And, you know, just really proud of those guys. So for me, you know, just trying to do my best to help those guys continue to excuse me, to be great and really get in the rhythm and get their confidence going.
Brian, Rob?
Hey, Marcus, you had 5 steals tonight. I think Kemba had 3. Just especially the starting group, the defensive energy you guys had. Do you feel like it was just at a different level tonight in terms of, or how would you describe, you know, just how locked in you guys were?
Most definitely. It was at our standard, you know, what we've been trying to do all year. You know, proud of the way we started the game. Usually, you know, we get off to some slow starts and it comes back to bite us a lot of the time. So, you know, for us tonight to come out the way we did on the defensive end was tremendous. You know, I'm proud of those guys, you know. Somebody even like Kemba, you know, where he's coming back off of an injury and is trying to get his groove, but he's still, you know, sacrificing not only his body, but, you know, himself and his time to do the right things and really be the leader on this team. And that's what we got to do every night. You know, we understand some nights are going to be different than others, but we really have to find that zone that we were in tonight to continue to go out there and play like that on defense.
Tom Westerholm?
Hey, Marcus, you've seen Jaylen's entire career in Boston. Just what stands out to you most about his improvements this year and last year, especially specifically as a scorer?
Just really, you know, the way that he's scoring, you know, his patience, his poise when he has the ball, you know, his rookie year 2, you know, that Jaylen Brown, you know, just put his head down and go and not really understand where he's going. But, you know, he works hard in it, you know, and you got to give him credit in this show. You know, that's why he's one of the best players, one of the best young players in this game and doing what he's doing and doing what he's doing for this team to help this team be the best that we could be. So, you know, I'm just very, very proud of him, very proud of the way, you know, that he approaches every game. And like I said, you can see it and it's working out for him.
Final question for Marcus. We'll go to Chris Ryan.
Hey, Marcus, you said that tonight was the standard for you guys from a defensive perspective. What's it going to take for you guys to sustain that, and what is the potential for this group defensively?
The potential is through the roof. You know, we have a lot of guys that can play really good defense, me and myself being one of the best defenders in this league. You know, you have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, you know, longer athletic guys as well who can also play defense as well. You got Rob Williams, you know, who protects the paint. You know, you got Tristan, we got Tice, we got Kimba, and all those guys. You know, we got a lot of guys who are very versatile. So our potential is through the roof. We just got to go out there and do it. It's going to take all 5 guys that's on the court. It's going to take all 16, 17 guys on the on the team. And we know some nights are going to be a little bit slow, but we got to continue to find ways to dig down and bring that, like I said, that zone that we were in tonight every game. And it's just really going to take the focus and the mental aspect of us to go out there and continuously to tell ourselves that we got to do this every night, night in and night out.
All right, we'll wrap it up right.
So we got our second Marcus Smart road game of the season.
19 minutes and 33 points. Have you ever been on a heater like this before in your life?
I guess not, no.
Do you have, can you sit back in a moment like this and appreciate what you accomplished in a game like this?
Not really. Got a back-to-back playing against a tough team, Chicago, so looking forward to the next one. Obviously, you know, extremely grateful to be in that position, but, you know, looking forward to the next one.
Chris Ryan.
Hey, John, what has it meant to you to take on the additional weight this year and deliver the type of consistent performances that you have?
I'm just grateful just to be put in, you know, in positions to have responsibility and have weight and things like that. I've looked forward to the challenge, and I'm grateful that it's finally, you know, gotten here, but just trying to do my best with what I got.
Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Jaylen, I know we just touched on this a couple minutes ago, but what was it that sparked this performance out of the entire team from start to finish tonight?
Well, we needed to win. We lost 3 in a row to all good games. I thought that we could have definitely won. And today, being back on our home floor, we wanted to make sure that we came out and played with great energy, and we did.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Jaylen.
Thank you.
Man, Jaylen.
Again,
Historical night. Come on.
And that's the thing. It's just almost the Brad Stevens effect, right? Never too high, never too low. You don't want to. You just had a couple bad losses. You don't want to feel like you've just accomplished anything. Jaylen's just like, yeah, this is the new normal. This is what I do. I go out there, I score 33 points in 19 minutes.
True. Act like you've been there before. Even keel. All right, I like it. Marcus Smart, though, we know, gets a little more animated, a little more excited, and he had himself a game tonight, Chris. He scored 20-plus in 3 straight games, which is something for him, but to me what stood out was his playmaking.
Yeah, what I loved was that he was not
on the defensive end. We welcome in Scal now. Why are you laughing?
Well, you didn't hear what he said. Get back to your ride, the Peloton.
There were a lot of funny moments in there. And as a Peloton owner, I can relate. Scal, Celtics get a big win tonight. What are your takeaways?
I mean, the level. I don't know if I'm missing it when I am in Needham and they're on the road. That could be the case. I don't know. But when you're here and I'm 30 feet up from the court, I felt the energy. I felt them on the defensive end. It was amazing the way that they were communicating. Maybe also because the mics are jacked up and you can hear every word that's being said. So whatever it was today, I felt him on the defensive end on pretty much every possession that the starters or the top 8 guys were out there.
Is that it? Is it just intensity that needs to go up a notch?
So, I mean, in games like this, probably, but I think it's probably a little bit more complicated than against the Philly or Milwaukee or, you know, just like the better teams. Like whenever we play the Lakers, like I'm not even sure I put the Bulls in that category. To beat those teams, all you got to do is play with intent and intensity. And if you do that, you'll be fine. But when you to start unfolding, like, let's use the Lakers coming up, that's going to take more than just playing hard to beat that team. It's going to take timely shots. You're going to have to take and make some tough shots against some really good defense. So, yeah, there's like 2 separate things going on here, right? There's the one sense is, great, we get this thing heading in the right direction against a team that had no business being on the floor with us today. And then now, can you do it against a good team? And that's really, we don't know that answer yet.
Scal, my biggest question, did tonight change your mind about the double big lineup? Tristan Thompson facing his former team and Daniel Tice, solid, especially defensively to start.
So we have to reevaluate that with Kemba, right?
Yeah,
it is a little bit different with Kemba out there because he's such a offensive force. Daniel Tice and Tristan Thompson. Thompson's going to get offensive rebound opportunities, and Tice is going to get wide open looks with that lineup out there. So it does look a little bit different. Obviously, with Tatum coming back, one of those guys is going to go to the bench. So maybe, give me some more time. But today with Kemba Walker, it looked better. Even though I think they played 14 minutes in one of the previous games and it wasn't good.